this is my audience. My name is Danny Roach, and this is my persuasive speech about why NASCAR is a sport. Yes, people drive cars every day, but do they drive cars in the scorching heat up to 200 miles per hour for up to 600 miles? In this speech, I will be talking about 1, the beating each driver takes on their body, 2, the skill and physical training required to be in NASCAR and to be competitive, and 3, the incredible schedule they go through on a weekly basis. When most people think of NASCAR, the first thing that comes to mind is left, 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 another left turn. This is true. They do take lots of left turns. But try imagining driving in a straight line going 200 miles per hour. Okay, now add 4 turns to that straight line. And on top of that, let's add 42 other cars within inches of each other. Now you have NASCAR. Hitting a wall going 200 miles per hour or hitting another car puts a beating on a body. It can permanently injure a driver or even kill the drivers. An example of death in NASCAR is Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt crashed into the retaining wall in the final lap of the Daytona 500 on February 18th, 2001. He is known as one of the best, if not the greatest, drivers in NASCAR history. Whenever someone thinks of NASCAR, they think of Dale Earnhardt, and another name that comes to mind is Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon is my personal favorite driver and has been my favorite driver since before I can remember. Every time I see something at the store that has Jeff Gordon's name on it or that has anything involving Jeff Gordon, I have to buy it. And these are 2 of maybe 1,000 collectibles I have of Jeff Gordon. And every time I go to the store still today, I have to buy it if it has Jeff Gordon. Unfortunately, he is an example of a driver who has been injured in NASCAR and has been in pain ever since. Jeff injured his back in multiple wrecks and has had surgery to try and help get rid of some of the pain. Unfortunately, his injuries may have led to an early retirement 2 years ago. Sometimes, no matter what shape you are in, injuries just can't be prevented. Dale Earnhardt Jr. suffered a concussion last year and was forced to sit out the entire second half of the season. Those 3 drivers are some of the best in the business and still suffer injuries or death in this harsh, rough sport. Drivers try as hard as they can to prevent injuries or be in the best shape to drive the car, and they have to go through lots of training and to be skilled as they are. Driving 600 miles in a car that is about 145 degrees Fahrenheit with no power steering isn't easy. Not only do the drivers have to do a lot of training, but the pit crews also have to run around a car with 75-pound tires, changing 4 tires on a car in 13 or less seconds. Drivers get overheated and have to go to the hospital more often than most people would think. In 2011, Jimmy Johnson, one of the best in the business and a 7-time NASCAR champion, was dehydrated, and when he got out of the car, he collapsed to the ground and was rushed to the local hospital. If they weren't in good shape, they could possibly die or be injured for long term from heat exhaustion or dehydration. If drivers don't hydrate days before every race, they could suffer from dehydration like Jimmy did in 2014. And sometimes, no matter how much they get hydrated, it still can't be prevented. These drivers go through lots of physical and mental workouts and strenuous exercises each weekend, but they do it more than once a week and have a truly incredible schedule. Drivers race on Sundays and sometimes they race at nights on Saturdays, but they are at the track all week. They start practicing at the track on Wednesday and practice and qualify every day up until the race day, which is usually Saturday or Sunday. They race every weekend from February all the way to November and travel from all the way over in California to the other side of the country in New York. The NASCAR season is about 8 months long, and when they're not racing, they're training for the next season. Being a NASCAR driver is truly a full-time schedule, and unfortunately for the drivers, they have to be away from their family more than they would like. Whenever I am asked if NASCAR is a sport, I chuckle and say yes. I am always laughed at. I have been watching NASCAR for over 15 years, and I have played over 10 sports in my lifetime. NASCAR drivers put in just as much, if not more, than any other sport. They work out year-round so they can be competitive. NASCAR is as much of a contact sport as any other sport, excluding maybe football and hockey. Imagine being in a car accident going 60 miles per hour and hitting something to 0 miles per hour. Now imagine doing that same thing, but going from 200 to 0 miles per hour. There's no other sport that makes that big of a takes that big of a beating. I'm a diehard football fan and still believe this is true. I'm also a diehard NASCAR fan. The competition level in NASCAR is second to none. Cars racing within inches of each other at 200 miles per hour and coming across the finish line 4 wide, beating and banging across the finish line within centimeters of each other. Where else do you get this kind of excitement in any sport? Now that you've heard all about why I believe NASCAR is a sport, I want to challenge you to watch the next NASCAR race, which is this upcoming Sunday, April 2nd at 1 p.m. Central on Fox, and decide if it is a sport or not for yourself. I believe that NASCAR is a sport because they compete and take it just as much as beating as any other sports, if not more. NASCAR also requires great skill and physical training, as well as a hectic schedule. Yes, people drive cars every day, but they don't drive 600 miles per hour. They don't drive 600 miles at 200 miles per hour. Thank you.